We have lost the die roll against Mezzle. They'll probably have a turn 1 Delver, but we're keeping this hand. This hand is exceptional on the play. On the draw, it could very well be much too slow to win, but we're going to try it. Hopefully they don't have turn 2 Augur. If they have a turn 2 into turn Sprite, I get to counter it. But if they have a Augur, they get to just play it and then Ninja on the turn after. Force Spike. Alright, we can play around that. Well, we can definitely play around that, but hopefully they don't have Ninja here. Damn. Alright. If we were on to play this game, we would be in commanding position. But currently we are a little bit behind. Boom. That's not the worst. I do get to counter Augur or whatever creature they attempt to play. If they play a Spire Golem, I will condescend for 2. Yes, it gets Force Spiked. I don't care. I'll go ahead and prohibit here. Just gonna jam Dignitary into a counterspell. Oh, my tiebreaker's improved. Weird. Maybe everybody else's tiebreakers just got much worse. Alright. Well, opponent leaves up 2 counterspells, so we're in trouble. Because we have a bunch of lands in hand. But we can beat 1 counterspell pretty easily. Because we just jam Muldrifter in, we have Condescend. Oh, they're just jamming? Okay, I like this. Spell. That's a pretty good spell. That's a really good spell right now. I'm just going to... Like, if they have Flicker, they have Flicker. Or, not Flicker. If they have Foil, they have Foil. Not going to play around it. Go ahead and auto-yield to this. This is not ending well. I have drawn a lot of lands, but I've got 3 more draws here. That's fine. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna Ephemerate. Yeah, they can bounce my Muldrifter. I just need to draw 2 cards. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. We drew 1,000,000 cards, and we almost bricked. Anyway, let's see what they got. Oh, the triple Miscreant, huh? Well, I'm glad I had that Prohibitor there. I blocked Miscreant. No reason to let the Ninja that back. They likely have a Mutagenic Growth. Yep. But I think that's fine. I think blocking nothing is incorrect. I have teachings for Pulsamarasa. And I can cast Pulsamarasa with Condescend up. But hopefully I just hit. That's a medium hit. Let's see if I can do better here. I hit. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I don't have teachings. I can pulse back Muldrifter. I think that's better than hitting Dignitary. and we can cast Mole Drifter while condescending for 2 and paying for Force Spike. I can't evoke Mole Drifter and flicker it, though, while also condescending for 2 and paying for Force Spike. I know about this. I think it's better to condescend tapping the Prism. Because I'm not going to cast Crop Rotation with my last mana. But if my opponent taps down, I might cast Ephemerate on their turn. I'm just going to make sure I did this correctly, because that was kind of weird. There we go. Condescend for 2. Do they have Dispel? Seems likely they would Dispel Pulse Marasa if they had Dispel. They do not have Dispel. I would like to top both of these. And in case they somehow counter the Mole Drifter, I want Prohibit on top, rather than Horror. Horror is not great, but it is good, and I think it's good enough to keep. It's tremendously better than another land. Because I just need a spell to cast. I'm at 18, I've got a Mole Drifter in play. I've got Flicker in hand. I've got a Prohibit to force through the Horror. So it seems likely that I just want to cast a thing next turn. If I bottom the Horror and hit land, and then draw a land, I'm teaching Zing for something. I am blocking again into Mutagenic Growth. Yeah. Alrighty. I do need to hit a wall at some point, but... Okay, like... Maybe Tron should be banned? Just a thought. I'm not going to fight over this. I'm just going to play a wall, get back Pulse Marasa. And then we'll fight about that next turn. I think I'm going to cave. They can Force Spike my teachings if I teach it in a turn. But I don't know if I'm going to teachings in a turn. The thing with these Mystic Sanctuary decks is Tron is going to go over the top by a huge margin. If they're not hitting every turn with Ninja, their deck kind of just doesn't do anything. Which is pretty good. Pretty good for the Tron player. I am going to Flicker here. He gets hit by Sprite, but, well, everything gets hit by Sprite, so. I do want to make them contribute mana on their turn, or, contribute mana? Whatever. I want them tapping mana so that my Pulse of Marasa resolves. I'll go ahead and play, I'll go ahead and get Mole Drifter rather than Stonehorn. I just want to draw more spells. Alright, see if they have the Dispel. Oh. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to Teachings in response. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, geez. Cast with Overload. Ugh. Wipe out all of these. I'm guessing they didn't anticipate that happening. Oof. Yeah, there was nothing they could do. Like, they were super dead. Like, if I just resolve Mole Drifter, I'm going to draw 2 Dignitaries, so it didn't matter. But that was a blowout. That was a massive blowout. Their mono blue, I'm not going to put in Crop Rotation, I don't think. It's just too easy for them to have it countered. Ditch these, and do want Lone Missionaries. Don't want Peace. Don't want these. What? Oh, Dispel, usually. Alright, so I'm going to cut these as well. What do I want? Condescend is just very vulnerable to their stuff. And it's less likely I'm going to have an opportunity to use it. Horror is not great. Blue Blast do nothing. Well, let's see if see if we got some sort of list from Mezel here. Alright, yeah. They don't play equipment. You want Grudge against Mono Blue Delver when they have relics, and equipment, and Spire Golems, or if they run 4 Spire Golems and Bone Splitter, rather, you want Grudge. Mantle and Spire Golem by themselves, not good enough for Grudge. But Bone Splitter specifically is quite a lot more powerful than Mantle of the Tides. So, but they don't play any equipment. They only play 2 Spire Golems on the board, so enough of that. Moment's Peace sucks. And I guess I'll just put a couple dignitaries in. Yeah. If I see accumulated knowledge, we'll put in Boggs, but as it stands, I think this is fine. Dispel's kind of mediocre too, but you do what you gotta do. This hand is great. We'll keep it. This hand has a high chance of just running away with the game, and a medium chance of fizzling out. If they go turn 1 Fairy, we'll map. If they go turn 1 Delver, I guess I'm going to Cove. I guess we'll see what we draw. Yeah, we'll Cove. If I resolve a prison, we're in great shape. If they've got 4 Spike for my prison, though, we're in poor shape. Alright. Well, we're getting our way to Tron here. Alright, they blanked. Cool. If they Ninja here, I'm going to win. If they leave out 3 mana, they can win from here, and that's going to be unfortunate, but... Boom. Bam. They can have Sprite plus... I'm just going to map. They can have Sprite plus Dispel. Whatever. They're going to counter this if they can counter it. You can't let this happen, because otherwise I'm just going to have Tron, and then their counter spells are going to get pressured real hard. Is this annul? If this is annul, I can't counter back, because it's just too bad if they have Sprite. And they're thinking a long time here. Deprive? Alright, well. They thought so long, I think they're afraid of Electrickery. So, yeah, okay, they are. Whew. They were worried about me kicking Electrickery, or overloading it, which would have killed the Sprite, killed both Delvers, and allowed my map to resolve, and that would have been just fatal. They would have just died. So, that's what they were concerned about. Which means they have no 1-mana counterspell. Obviously, they would have countered back if they had one. I'm going to crack map, and I'm going to cast a couple maps, I think. Get a plant, yeah. It is unlikely that I will die this turn. So, we're just going to go for it. Next turn I get to gain 1 life with a Cove, which may be good enough. May not be. I know they have 1 counterspell in hand, so I would love to draw an answer. Either an answer to a creature, or an answer to a counterspell. They're not ninjaing, right? Okay, they have triple... No, they don't. Alright, I have to resolve a spell. Boom. Oh, I guess I can just cast Muldrifter and then cast Dignitary. Yeah, okay. This is fine. If the Muldrifter resolves, I can just block, and then I gain 1 life, and it's fine. But now I just block combat for a bit. Now they have to top deck. If they don't top deck, I'm just going to play Muldrifter and go bananas. Or I guess I can just play Wall first. Let's see what they do with the Preordain. If they keep a card on top and then, like, cast something, then we'll know. They could, like, top and put Augur into play. We'll see. Oh, okay, well. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna cast a Muldrifter. Not gonna float one. Yeah, this... I mean, I've just drawn insane, right? There's just nothing much to be said about this. I believe it's correct to just kill Delver, because if they drew a Sprite, I get to counter it. Just gonna kill both Delvers. Yeah, alright, cool. Well, GG. I get to bash as well. They bottomed. They didn't find a Sprite or a counterspell, or a Dispel, or a Hydroblast, or Exclude. I think they had mana for Exclude too, so they just completely blanked on their Preordain. And my draw was great, so there we go. I can still lose from here. Oh, never mind. I can no longer lose. Okay, well. Like, if I'm going to draw like this, I'm just going to clear this whole tournament out. I've just drawn insane. And my opponents have drawn a little bit less insane, except for in that Burnt matchup. That was pretty nuts. Alright. No bashes. I just drew incredible. There was a lot of chances my opponent could come back from here, and they failed to. There was a lot of chances for me to brick off, and I failed to. So, specifically that turn where they had the Sprite, and they were worried about like trickery, but I cast my Pyroblast anyway. If they'd had a Dispel or a Hydroblast there, they have lethal. I would be dead, most likely. Especially since I had to use that map to get drawn. I don't know. Long story short, we're 6-1. We're in the top 8. Woo! Anyway, did they play it out? Maybe they just conceded the slow way. We've got a bunch of people in the top 8. One of them is us. It's been a while. Let's see if I can avoid scrubbing out in the top of the top 8. That would be lovely. There's also a chance Mezzel gets in. They were just below me in tiebreakers, so we'll see how their other opponents do. They could sneak in at 8th. Maybe they'll do 9th and 10th. But either way, we are in the top 8. We'll see who we're against, and we'll see what we can do against them.